welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Kendall Gomez. Sean Combs has been sentenced for 50 months. He already has, this is breaking. He's been sentenced with 50 months. So, with that said, he gave a wonderful, heart-warm, you know, apology to his family, to the victims. He also, um, is has helped prisoners in the MDC in Brooklyn. I mean, in the you know detention center in Brooklyn where he's being held at. He has stopped violence over there, and as you can see, everyone is actually um, pretty kind of like shocked but relieved because prosecution wanted to give him 135 months. But in all, they looked at his addictions. They looked at also his mental health, and how long he's been doing it. But they also looked at, come on in, guys. They also, I was, come on, because we all, and give them your YouTube.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm LT James of the T Lounge on YouTube, but you can find me on Instagram at T Lounge NYC.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Stay right there.
Hi, everybody. I'm Desiree, aka Philly Chica. You can find me on Philly Chica 2016 or everything.
All right, all right. So I was just telling them that he's sentenced to 50 months. So that's like 4 years. He's already done. Let's stand
About a
back a
year.
little. He's already done a year and 2 months.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do about 3.5 years. About
Yeah.
3.5 years
I would think
per
it maybe
se.
like 2.5 years. He might get out on good behavior or something like that. I didn't hear anything about rules his probation or if he would be eligible when he would be eligible for probation. So I'm thinking maybe like about 2.5 years. Um, there's a part of me that just feels as if there's a part of me that just feels as if he's being slightly punished more so for the domestic violence than the actual crime. And I don't think that's what he was actually being charged with. So I have mixed emotions. I'm not sure exactly how to feel. There's a lot to process.
And I was feeling the same way too. And I'm so glad because I thought I was the only one. And now, my beautiful, tell tell
Let me
tell
blush.
tell them how you felt about the.
Oh, I feel like the sentencing, I kind of figured this was going to happen. I do feel like it was more on the domestic violence more than it was the actual trafficking that they tried to get him on. I do feel like it was more because Submarinian kept saying it. He kept saying, you hit Jane after a month after your apology video. You still continue to hit. He wasn't saying about the freak offs. He didn't say the day before we locked you up, you were planning a freak off. He didn't mention
Well, he
that.
mentioned the freak off, so my
So
concern is more so that Jane really attacked him that night.
yes,
You know, and so for
Yeah, in the kitchen.
yes.
She hit him over there. And what about Brianna Bongalong lying on the witness stand and Cassie lying on the witness
Oh,
stand?
the corroborating how they were gonna put out these lawsuits. Everything is just it's wild. And I honestly would say that you would have to have been there. A lot of things that was being portrayed in the media in the when you go online and you're looking at these bloggers and even legacy media, they did not bring it to you exactly the way that it happened. And a lot of us were, I think a lot of us went in there kind of looking to see did he get thrown under the jail. And then when we got in there, it was like, wait a minute, hold on 1 second. This seems a little racist. This seems a little bit like an overreach. And then he got acquitted of the RICO and the trafficking,
Yes.
right? However, the Mann Act, which we all know is a racist, has its roots in racism. It used to be called the White Slavery Act. Um, it caught up a lot of different artists, and it was just based on the fact that they didn't appreciate the fact that black men were dating white women and able to have them travel
That's
from
the
place to
man
place.
that from the
That's
boxer.
yeah.
What's the boxer's name?
Um.
The boxer's name that
Oh gosh, you would think I would
well,
forget.
it wasn't Joe Louis.
No, it wasn't Joe
It
Louis.
was a
It was
very famous boxer.
yes.
Um,
Was it Joe Frazier?
no, it was someone
Jack
type
Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
Yes.
Jack
Jack
Johnson.
Johnson. And this was a very prejudiced time. So I'm so grateful because I got to really see, and we all as people really got to see how black people are disproportionately treated in the courts, in the hospitals, and everything else. So we just have to like I said earlier, cross our I's and dot our T's to make sure we stay, out of the loop because these courts are vicious. They're taking a lot of the powerful black men down. I'm not saying they were right. Puppy was not right for doing what he did to Cassie. Also, even let's
No,
go,
he's dead wrong.
even R. Kelly, he was wrong for doing some of the things he did. But the way they keep destroying our black men, this will tell you all of this, this drill rapping, all of this Cardi B and Nicki Minaj going back and forth. It should teach everyone something about uh, you know, uh, uh, being more just considerate of the next person and let them. If sometimes you have to think for the next person. My husband used to say that to me. You do. You have to think for the next person sometimes to stand because to end up in these courts is like almost like purgatory. You're waiting to go and be sentenced to hell
Right.
and because my stomach was flipping when we were
Flipping.
waiting. Your stomach was flipping.
Flipping. We were holding each other, and I'm really surprised. Hey, I'm really surprised at my behavior because I don't feel like I have like a. I guess I do have a connection. I mean, I grew up with Puffy and everything like that, but I didn't. I don't think I was like a super fan. But really, just seeing these court proceedings, it really just made me realize what we're dealing with as a people in this country. A lot of people bring up patriarchy and how disparaged women can be and all of that other stuff. However, at the same time, how what do we do in regards to taking accountability for decision making and poor decision making, and who has to pay for those bad decisions? I mean, yes, I get it that he used people and he tried it, absolutely did try it, and he was abusive. I get that, and I think he has to. Like, I think this is more karmic than anything.
Cause I did. Oh, come on.
I want to say this. I don't feel like it's like I feel like we're getting lost in the man can't be a victim too. I feel like there was mutual combat between their relationships. I don't think it was a one-sided abuse one way.
No.
I don't feel like he solely abused them. She abused him as well.
Yes.
Same thing with Jane. She put her hands, and I think we have to normalize that too. Men can be victims. Men can be great. Men can be abused in a relationship. And I feel like this sentence
But
today.
men ain't about nothing either.
But I mean, we know that. We know that. We do know that, but I feel like that point is getting skipped over. That point is getting skipped over a lot because Jane put her hands on him first. He retaliated. He reacted. He stood his ground. He didn't just pick her up by her hair and kick her out the damn shower. That ain't what happened. She didn't even say that's what happened. She even said she put her hands on him first. So we're gonna paint this narrative. I feel like men have to have a way of they can be abused as well. So
Is everybody was using.
everybody was using everybody and using drugs. Let's put it like that. Drugs was at the helm of it all. Nobody is the same person you were 7 years ago. Nobody is. And I feel like everybody should pay. Everybody, including Ryan Leslie. Everybody's Diddy's on trial right now. But Ryan Leslie and he got Cassie into this lifestyle. Anybody knows the history between Ryan Leslie and Cassie Ventura. He started her out on this drug ring. He slutted her out first. So I don't get why people are just acting like Diddy came along, took her out her cradle, gave her Percocets and fucked her. That's not what happened.
But didn't she have? Let me. And you know what behooves me? Didn't Cassie? Didn't Cassie have a FO by herself without Diddy? That was Cassie.
Oh yeah,
With the Punisher. With the Punisher.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
With
You
the
did
with
tell
the
me.
Punisher.
Yes.
Yeah. With the Punisher. So
She was by herself.
so
She was doing this by herself.
but did he buy Diddy for too long? Because it's like 2.5 years. But again, anything can happen in 2.5 years. So we're gonna pray, because we're not gonna wish any bad on anyone, especially our own people. Because I'm sick of my own people destroying our own people by our words, by our own hate. And with that said, guys, I got a whole clip for you tomorrow. Cause I am tired. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. I got something coming up on Tuesday. And before we go off, I want you to tell them your all of your handles again, and I want you to tell them your handle and where I will be on Tuesday.
Okay. Yes.
So let her go
Okay,
first.
okay.
Hi everybody again. I'm Philly Chica, Philly Chica 2016 on Instagram, Philly Chica 2016 on YouTube, everywhere, just everywhere. You see my little short stuff everywhere. All right, I'm always out and about. I enjoy being here with the ladies, having great conversation and discourse. Very unbiased. I mean, they held me down all day. Like T held me down all day because I was shaking like I can't take this no more. Like he was my baby. When they say 50 months, I almost fell out my wig and rolled on the ground. But I mean, yeah, just follow, and I thank you for having me on your platform.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, of
Thank
course.
you. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
And what's going on, everybody? Once again, I'm T. You can find me at the T Lounge on YouTube, as well as T Lounge NYC on Instagram and TikTok. And Miss Kendall will be with me on Tuesday for a live panel discussion at BronxNet Studios, and we'll be I'm gonna give you the link. So if anybody that's in the New York City area, you can get tickets. There's limited seating, but get your tickets and come out and support Kendall and I. Okay?
Yes, and I appreciate both of you beautiful young ladies. So anyway, guys, cause I see somebody, your own people is everyone on this earth. Okay, enough of that, because I know my people. It ain't everybody on this earth. Please, yeah, cause some people want to. I'm going to hide your now. How do I do this? How do I do this? Hide user on channel. Yes. So you're hidden. You're able to get on, because we have to keep our people up front. We have to remember that, yes, in the beginning, just like my colleague said that they thought differently, listening to the tunnels and these big parties and things happening, and none of that ended up here. So what they came with was a grab, and then they came with money grabbers. But with that, like I said, my lesson from this is, don't let 10 cents over lunch money mess you up. Because 10 cents over lunch money and it seems to happen with our people. Don't let 10 cents over lunch money make you destroy other people's lives. And with that, I'll see you on my next video.